Hi, and welcome to Grandma's Good News Stories. Today I have a story to read to you from a series called Little Lights. This is the true story about a person named Amy Carmichael, and the name of this book is called Can Brown Eyes Be Made Blue? This series of books is written by Catherine Mackenzie. Let's get started. Amy Carmichael lived in a big tall house by the ocean with her father, her mother, her brother Norman, and her little brother Ernest. Amy and her brothers would often get into mischief together. Amy liked to think up new and exciting games to play, but what Amy really longed for was an adventure. One day, Amy wanted to sail out to sea. It could be exciting, she thought. "Come on," she yelled at her mischievous brothers. "Let's find a rowing boat." When they arrived at the beach, they were hot and out of breath. It didn't take them long before they found a little rowboat tied up on the sand. Soon they were off. "Hooray, hooray," Amy squealed. "We're going on a real adventure now." They enjoyed it at first. It was very exciting indeed. But then, when they got tired, they wanted to go home. The strong winds and the choppy waves meant they couldn't turn the boat around. They kept sailing farther and farther out to sea. What were they going to do? Amy had an idea. "Let's sing as loudly as we can," she said. A sailor on the shore heard her and came to the rescue. Amy's mother gave them a telling off when they got home. "Sailing out to sea is highly dangerous," she exclaimed. Amy decided not to play that game anymore. One day, Amy and her brothers climbed onto the house roof. It would be a great place to see the ocean, Amy thought. And it was. But they got stuck. When Amy's father saw them, he got the fright of his life. He ran upstairs and pulled the children back through the bathroom window. Amy's father told her that climbing roofs was highly dangerous. Amy decided not to play that game anymore. Another day, Amy was told that eating plum stones would make her ill. "I wonder if that's really true," thought Amy. So Amy sat down and ate 12 plum stones, one after the other. Amy felt very, very sick. Her parents told her that eating plum stones was highly dangerous and terribly silly. Amy decided not to play that game anymore. She is looking for adventures. One morning, Amy lifted her looking glass, like a hand mirror. She saw her long dark hair and her soft brown eyes, but her face was sad. "Brown eyes are boring," she grumbled. She went downstairs and watched her mother make breakfast. "Why did God give me brown eyes and not blue?" Amy wondered. "I'd look pretty if I had blue eyes," Amy sighed. "What a strange thing to say," laughed her mother. "I think your eyes are beautiful, Amy." Afterwards, when her mother was cleaning away the dishes, Amy asked, "God answers prayers, doesn't he?" "Yes, Amy, he does," replied her mother. "He will answer my prayers, won't he?" Amy asked. "Yes, Amy, he will," her mother smiled. "He will answer my prayers tonight." Amy jumped for joy as she ran into the garden. Amy's mother looked puzzled. What is Amy up to now? She wondered. That night, Amy prayed to God, "Please give me blue eyes." But the next morning, they were still brown. "Why hasn't God answered my prayer?" Amy cried. Amy's mother gave her a hug. "God always answers prayers," she smiled. "Sometimes he says yes, sometimes no, and sometimes wait. This time, God said no." "But why?" Amy asked, puzzled. I don't know, Amy, her mother replied, but maybe one day you will. Some time later, Amy went on an adventure to India. She wanted to tell the people there about the love of God. Very few people knew about the one true God. Some even sent their babies to temple priests. The priests did not look after these children, so Amy tried to rescue as many as she could. Often, in the middle of the night, she would run off on really big adventures to rescue babies and bring them home to live with her. That is an adventure. One night, Amy crept up to the temple door and listened. A baby was crying. Quickly, Amy ran, picked up the baby, and cuddled her. The baby looked up at Amy's soft brown eyes and smiled. Amy smiled back. I know now why God gave me brown eyes, Amy thought as she walked quickly home. Brown eyes are not scary for little Indian babies. Blue eyes would be too strange for them. When God said no, he gave me just the right answer, Amy said. That's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Can brown eyes be made blue? That's a story about prayer, and I think we can see that God used Amy's desire to have an adventure and gave her really big adventures as an adult. I hope you enjoyed this, and God bless you.